everybody. I'm just giving everybody a few minutes to sign on. I know we got people who are going to sign on because it was y'all's idea to go ahead and go live, even with all this craziness going on at my house. So I'm just going to give everybody a few seconds. And while y'all do that, I'm getting stuff here ready. Waiting for people to come on. All right. Y'all are going to have to excuse the lighting. I didn't have a chance to work with it to make it right. Hey, Megan, I see you've joined us. Waiting for a few more people. Oh, I better turn this down. I got some violent boiling going on. We don't want violent boiling going on. All right. While I'm waiting for everybody to get on, I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that at my website, bethearoma.com, GoToSana has a new Try Me product this month. What that is if you spend $100, whatever the Try Me product of the month is, you get that for free. You're waiting for the plumbers. I don't think my plumbers want to be on Facebook. I just really don't think they do. They are being very kind in my bathroom. They pulled my brand new toilet out. Can't wait for my husband to find that out. We just bought this house like a month ago, and we buy the toilet the first week. Yeah, so the second day. Okay, so the second day we bought a new toilet, and it's being pulled out. So anyway, we're getting our plumbing problems fixed. Everybody's happy because Randy told everybody they had to hold it all night because none of the toilets were flushing. So these gentlemen were very kind at the end of their day to come out and get this taken care of. So, oh, thank you, Amy. I took a shower. That's how we figured out we were having some plumbing problems. And I didn't get to blow dry or anything because I was worried about the water up to my ankles. And Randy is doing Bible study tonight. He does a Bible study discipleship with the men, with a couple different men every Monday night. So he was very upset to not be able to be my cameraman. But everybody's favorite Selden is here, and he is going to be my assistant. Be sure while we're on the video to share, not just the post, but the actual video. Hit the share button so we can see how many people we can get on here. Remember, I told you that if we can get enough people on here, and sharing is the way to do that, we are going to, I'll give away not just one pain cream, but 3. This is a pain cream that I sell, and I sell a lot of. In the past, lots of people have asked me for the recipe, but I was a meanie, and I said, hey, I sell this. I can't give away the recipe, but I'm going to be very, very generous and share, and y'all are going to be so upset because there's nothing hidden. It's no big secret. While we're waiting for some more people to get on, Megan said hi, Selden. Hello. Okay. Anyway, I want to talk about the oils that I'm going to be using tonight in this pain cream. I'm in my kitchen. I'm walking around. I did not take the time to get set up because I sure didn't want to cut into y'all's TV shows. So anyway, so tonight we're going to be using just 2 essential oils. The first we're going to be using is peppermint. Oh, I'm using my front camera, so it's backwards. I promise that says peppermint. You just have to read it backwards. So this is GoToSana's peppermint. The other one we're going to be using is called Trauma Relief. So that's the other oil we're going to be using tonight. Just a little information on Trauma Relief. I'm going to pull up our data sheet, which is great. All of our oils come with a data sheet. They are so valuable. Sorry, I leaned against my dishwasher and it started running. I bet you the plumbers love that. Anyway, the Trauma Relief, ooh, the color changed. Oh, I don't like this lighting. Anyway, it is great for dealing with arthritis, sports injuries, back pain, any kind of pain or inflammation. It can help provide relief from bumps, bruises, and everyday mishaps, from fingers slammed in the door to bumps on the head to stubbed toes. Now that's right off of their website, of the data sheet. I tell people who use my pain cream, if it hurts, try it. A lot of people have had a lot of relief with it, so that's great. Let's see if there's anything else on here I really want to share with you guys. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get started then. I was hoping a couple more people would get on because some people had told me that they were going to be on, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn this around. Maybe. Hold on, I have a text message. No, Amy, if you go to the BeTheAroma.com, it'll take you to the doDESANA website, my website. Click on, I think it says buy as a wholesale customer. From there, you can see all the different products. When you click on a product, like in this case, let's say the trauma relief, when you click on it, down at the bottom, you'll see where it says ingredients, directions, and I think it says download. Click on the download. Hey, Pam, glad you're finally here. You haven't missed anything other than my plumbing problems. But anyway, you click on the download, and it'll say product data sheet. You just click on that, and the PDF will open up. Some of our products are in the process of having those added, so not all of them are there, but most of them are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. All right, Selden, here you go. Okay, so you are going to, he's new at cameraing. When I'm working, you're going to focus on my hands and what I'm doing more on my face than on my face, okay? Hold on, I hear plumbers. Oh, y'all are carrying that thing out already. Is that a good sign?
Yeah.
Yay, it's a good sign. Awesome. Okay. So what you'll see I've done here is I don't have a double broiler. So I've made my own. All this is a pot of water that is boiling. Can you see it boiling? And this right here is an empty glass bowl at this point. What I'm going to do, you all hear these noises, is I am going to just add some coconut oil. You can see I went really high tech here. Last time I did this earlier, it was liquid in the middle and it spurted out all over me. Okay, let's use the wooden one. It'll cut through better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop out a cup of this coconut oil. Now normally when I make this, I also will I'll use half a cup of coconut oil and half a cup of shea butter. I didn't have any shea butter, but that's okay. We're just going to use coconut oil and we will make it work and it'll be wonderful. I'm just going to dump this in. Now one thing I want to make sure you note, water is what causes mold to form in products. So we want to make sure that our water is not high enough to splash in here, because as of right now this product will have no water in it, so you won't have to worry about mildew or anything like that. So you don't want to get any water in it. You can see how quickly this is liquefying. Can you see that? It's already liquid in there. It might be hard to tell. I'm trying to look at my iPad so I can see, but it's on a delay. Am I good?
So far, so good.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Like 4 times and it's going.
It's going. And the toilet's back in. I don't have to go on the floor.
Yeah, you ain't got time to hit the hole.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you so much.
ma'am.
But it just backed up. Junk in it. I probably don't.
It was something in the line. I'm not sure. It felt like it might be where they going. That new line on the old line.
Okay.
It's a real
something.
hard spot there.
Okay. But whatever it is, it's going.
Hope.
Hopefully. For tonight it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I'll take care.
Yay, I can use the potty now. I know everybody's happy to hear that. All right, now can you see? Come in a little closer. I want to see them to see how this is liquefying. Yeah, you can see that. And all I'm doing is stirring to break these chunks up. Natasha, is your internet acting up or is mine? Hey, Stephanie. I'm sorry. I was looking, so I missed some comments. Hey, Christy. All right. So all we're doing is liquefying this. I know this is pretty boring. I'm trying to stir it, but you can't speed up perfection here. It's not perfect, but it sounds good. Natasha, I'm sorry your internet's acting up. I'm hoping it's yours and not mine. Hope you're not warning me. All right, so this, we are down to just a little bit of coconut oil that doesn't quite want to liquefy yet. Let's see. That little bit, look at that. It's being a little stinker. It's almost gone. So that's all I'm doing is liquefying. Okay, I think it's gone. So this is liquid. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that off and pull it off of the heat. Sometimes I can do this, but I think I'll let it sit long enough that I can't. Pam's having problems hearing me. Are you covering up the speaker by chance? I don't know. Is that better?
She said she's having no problem.
That's with the internet, I think. I don't know. All right. So all I'm doing now is I'm pulling this out of the heat. That's got to be out of the heat. Because what we want it to do now that it's liquefied is we want it to harden back up. All right. So now what we have to do is we have to wait a couple hours for this to solidify. Okay, so we're just going to talk for a couple hours while this gets a little bit hard. What I'll probably do is put it in the refrigerator for an hour so that we don't have to wait a couple hours. Can y'all hang in here with me for an hour? I'm sure we'll find something to talk about. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make y'all wait an hour. Nobody even said anything. Well, maybe they did. I just haven't seen it yet. All right. We're going to go to the other side of my kitchen. Follow me. Kira, you better not have joined me because I happen to know that you're driving. Keep it over there. It's fine. I just got to get my oils. All right. Kira is traveling, so she shouldn't be watching. So hopefully she's just listening and using me as good travel entertainment. Oh, that's weird. You're videoing that, and you can see, like, my screen. That's weird. Anyway, okay. You can do this in a hand mixer, but I'm lazy, and I put this in my stand mixer. Either way, what we're going to do is we're going to use the mixer to whip this up and get some air in it and make it light and fluffy. Okay, so this is going to be a little noisy. Yeah, Kira's listening. I like that. So I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to turn it on just about medium and you know what I should have done? Hold on, let's back up. I want everybody to see the consistency. What this is earlier today, I melted some coconut oil. I let it harden. You can see it's not real hard. It's still soft. I better stop touching it. It's melting with my body heat. And I just put it in my mixer. So now I'm going to get that mixed up. Can you see in there? I don't know. You might not be able to see. It's not very good light over here. All right. So I've whipped this up just a little bit. And now I've got, this is a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. You don't have to use olive oil. You can use any other carrier oil. I like to use the olive oil because it's really good for your skin. I feel like if you're putting this on your skin because you're in pain, why not be nourishing your skin at the same time? I am going to start by adding just a 1/4 cup of this, even though I have a half on here. All right, so I've added a 1/4 cup, and you can see that's sitting in there on top. The reason why I melt it to harden it again is because when you melt it, I'm just bringing it to a liquid state. When I harden it again, it's not going to go as hard as what it was in the container. When they put those in the container, it's packed full. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing it to a boil. I'm getting it melted. Then I'm just hardening up some. I'm not bringing it back to that full hard consistency. You could see that it was really soft and gets the air in there, starts that process. Because, Amy, that's part of my secret. I'm just kidding. All right, so now I'm whipping this up. All right, now because I have not a large batch in here, I need to come in and scoop down some of this coconut oil. The larger batches that you have, you don't have to do this. And this is the first time I've done this in a long time without the shea butter, so we're hoping that it works right. Now, one probably can't hear me over this, so I'll wait. All right, one thing you're going to notice that I haven't done is I have not added essential oils yet, right? Right now it's just oil. The reason why I haven't added the essential oils yet, a lot of people will add them while the olive or the coconut oil is hot. I don't do that because heat is not good for the essential oils. It'll not deaden, but it'll make the essential oil lose some of its quality, and it's pain cream. We don't want it to lose any of its pain relieving qualities. So I wait until it's cooled off, I mix these up, and at this point I'm going to go ahead and add these oils. I'm going to add the peppermint first. Now this peppermint doesn't always like to come out very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I think I got 11. That's okay. So I've got 10 drops of peppermint. Oh, and by the way, we have 10 people watching. We're halfway to 3 free pain creams. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Let people know that they need to come watch us. If we hit 20, I'm going to give away 3 pain creams, okay? If we don't, I'll still give away 1. But this is what I'm going to do. When you share it, it shows me on Facebook that you have shared it. So that's how you get your name entered to win. So even if this is your first time, it doesn't matter. Welcome. Go ahead and hit that share button so that we can get people some free pain cream. All right, I am going to go ahead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 10 drops of the trauma. Thank you, Kara, for sharing. Natasha, can you use it anywhere? Pretty much. I'm going to say this in the most nice way that I can. It does have peppermint oil in it. Peppermint oil burns. It's a hot oil. My son is trying not to laugh. So this is what I'm going to tell you. You don't want to use it on your face. You want to keep it away from your eyes, any mucous membranes. Mucous membranes, that means I would not use it at close to any genital areas. I knew that was going to make him laugh. He's 14 and a half, so that's funny to him. It will be very uncomfortable. It won't kill you or anything, but it'll be very uncomfortable. So you want to keep it away from that area. That being said, once you apply it, you're going to want to make sure you wash your hands before you make a trip to the bathroom or something like that. So one time I'm going to tell you, wash your hands before you go to the bathroom. Oh, Kira, yeah, you're going to need some after you have driven all this time. Is it okay to use on kids? I call what I'm making right now an extra strength. It might not be diluted enough for kids. If I were going to make this knowing that a kid would use it, I would make it the exact same way. I would just use less essential oils. She's figured that. Well, you know, some people don't know. You have to say. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I put the essential oils in. I'm going to turn this thing on again. And I'm going to assume y'all can't hear me while this is whipping. So somebody tell me. Hit the like button if you can hear me while it's whipping. Because this needs to whip for a while. My son is doing the whip and nay-nay over here. Oh, he can hear me. Yay! All right, so this is whipping up, and what we're wanting this to do is we're wanting this to get to the consistency of like a body butter, because that's exactly what this is a body butter recipe that I've just put the essential oils in. Yes, I'm glad y'all can hear me. I wasn't sure. I know when the camera's turned back, it's already hard to hear, and for me, this thing is loud, so check it real quick. All right, ideally you want this to whip for like 10 minutes, but you can see it's starting to get almost like a whipped cream. Makes you want to eat it. I would not eat it just because of the essential oils that are in it. Let me whip this a little bit more. Now, if you wanted to make something different, not pain cream, another cream. For example, if you wanted to make a cream for your children to not only make their skin soft, but maybe at bedtime, maybe make a lavender lotion. That way it helps them calm to sleep. You do this the exact same way, except instead of adding the trauma relief and the peppermint, you would add lavender or some other, oil. If you just wanted it to be a good smelling, you could add some lemon and orange. Bergamot would be great. Is it good for chronic relief? Ask Debbie Robertson. Yes, this is good for chronic pain. I have arthritis in my SI joint, and I use it all the time for that. Debbie Robertson, she buys this for me and uses it for her knees. She was having problems walking up steps. She would go to the woodman's place on the weekends and she would just watch because her knee was bothering her so bad. I had to basically beg her to try this, but she did, and she called me 2 days later and said, I can walk up the steps. I'm coming to your house to buy it. She's got people who buy it, use her to get to me to buy it, because so many people do use it for those chronic pains. Are you asking me what's in the trauma relief, Kira? Because I've got trauma relief and peppermint in this. Ooh, Amy used some on her husband. Amy, maybe you can type in the comments and tell us what you think. I forgot you tried it. And while we do that, I'm going to come over here. I want you to see, just from the last time, how much this is thickened up. I don't know if you can see that. But this is thickened up, and I'm going to smell it. Yep, it smells. I know that seems weird, but I know the smell that it's strong enough. I know that seems weird. But at this point, all I do... Yep, all right, Kara, let me put this in a jar real quick, and I will tell you. I will get the list, because I could make it up all day long. You just spoon it. And you can see this really is whipped. I used to make this, and I don't know if Amy has the version. I know hers probably has shea butter in it. But I used to add a little bit of beeswax in it to make it a little firm. But then I decided I liked it better without. So when you take this, it is coconut oil based. Right here in my arm, baby. Can you see it because of the dark? Maybe come right here. It is coconut oil based, so it melts. So what you're going to do is wherever you're having pain, you just rub it in. Right now, it does look maybe a little greasy, but it's just going to take a few minutes for my arm to absorb that. We'll come back to my arm in a minute. Oh, so Amy's husband was a skeptic like mine on essential oils, but after trying the pain cream, he now believes in essential oils. I love that. All right, let me grab my data sheet real quick. Natasha, do I make creams? I make all kinds of creams to sell. I've had people call me and say, I have varicose veins. I need a cream. I had never done a varicose vein cream before, but I use my basic body butter recipe. I looked up what worked for varicose veins. I made the cream. The lady was a waitress and she was on her feet all the time, and she called me back and said, this is wonderful. It helped a whole lot. Kira, my 14-year-old is videoing. You can't talk about that. Okay, so Amy got the shea butter, but no beeswax. That's great because I like it better without the beeswax. Okay, back to Kira's question. Kira, I don't know if you had joined or not the video when I talked about our data sheets. We have a data sheet for every oil. In the trauma relief, once again, every oil is organic, certified organic. So I'm not going to repeat certified organic before every oil, but everyone is, and it's listed on here. They're all certified organic and wild crafted. This has got birch, clove bud, helichrysum, rosemary, sweet marjoram, and fractionated coconut oil. It does have fractionated coconut oil in it already. And what is cool is, I'm wondering if this one does it. Most of them that have fractionated coconut oil in it tells you, and I'm looking, I don't see it on this one. Normally they tell you what percent they are. Normally it's only like a couple percent. Is Christy still on? I don't know if Christy's still on. Christy, if you're still watching, maybe you can help me with that, because this is a data sheet that doesn't say it. But this is one product that I can say, I don't have to take ibuprofen for my arthritis anymore. I just use this oil. So I have completely put away that over-the-counter medicine simply by using this recipe. Mason jars, that's what I put it in. They're relatively inexpensive. You can put it in any glass container. You don't want to use plastic. Any glass container. Coconut oil, you can get it at Walmart, the grocery store, Amazon, wherever. I do get my shea butter from Amazon. A little tip, if you go to Walmart for coconut oil, you will find it over in like the hair care product health department. You'll also find it in the cooking section. You will find the exact same one cheaper in the cooking section. I hope that's not somebody on my call calling me. I'm gonna look. Nope, it's not. So that's, he had to pick up the phone to see who it was. Isn't that funny? You gotta love teenagers. So now with this, I only ended up, remember, because I made such a small batch, I only ended up making, using 1/4 cup of that olive oil. My normal recipe, when I make a full-size batch, I'm using a lot of times 2.5, I'm sorry there's no precise measurements, 2 to 2.5 cups of the coconut oil, and then I'm using a 1/2 cup of the olive oil. Once again, you can use fractionated coconut oil, you can use, name it, you can use any olive oil, I said olive oil, you can use grapeseed oil, you can use any carrier oil to do that. Okay, so Kenny's in Farmville has it too. I'm assuming she's talking about you're talking about the shea butter? Do they have shea butter there? Because if they do, I'll go get it there. If they're cheaper than Amazon, because I can get it pretty quick at Amazon. So, does anybody have any questions about this or any of the products I used? Go back to my arm. You can see I'm not oily. I am very soft, actually. That is not oily at all. Actually, it shows how dry the other arm is. So I'm going to go look and see. Yes, they have shea butter. I'll have to check it out, because if I can get it cheaper there, I'll go there. Does anybody have any questions? Not seeing anything yet. So this is extremely simple to make. I will say this, the shea butter. What does that do? What is the difference in the shea butter when I add it? The shea butter actually makes the consistency a little thicker. This is very whipped creamy. It melts very easy. Shea butter is a harder oil, and when you go to melt it, it will take a little longer to melt, but that's okay. You throw it all in together. As the coconut oil melts, it helps the shea butter to melt too. You just want to make sure with shea butter, when it melts, it can be a little gritty. So once it's completely melted, you want to let it stay in that double broiler or homemade one like I have. You want to let it stay in there for a few minutes just to get rid of all that grit, because you will feel it in the pain cream if you don't, or whatever lotion you make. I just did not get shea butter fast enough for this video, and I really wanted to get this done. Let me back up because I went ahead. Yeah, for this batch, which I consider, this is a small batch, and I would consider this like an extra strength pain cream. I used 10 drops of the peppermint, and I used 20 drops of the trauma relief. That's what I used. Do you ever use cocoa butter? Missy, I have used cocoa butter, and let me tell you, I like to use cocoa butter in this. Someone's looking at me funny because I said Missy. Stephanie is Aunt Teeny's daughter, my cousin Missy. So now he's like, oh. Anyway, I wish y'all could see my angle, what I have to look at you with a serious face and say what I'm looking at. But anyway, huh?
You can show them at the end.
Yeah, I'll show them at the end. I have used cocoa butter. Like the shea butter, it takes a little bit longer to melt. Cocoa butter has a pretty strong scent. So I love to use cocoa butter and peppermint to make a mint chocolate chip. Body butter, that's wonderful. How much would I sell that amount for? All right, this is a small jar. These are, let me double check so I don't tell you. Yeah, these are 4 ounces. I normally only make 8 ounces when I sell them, and I sell my 8-ounce jars for $20. And because I want people to buy more, and because the jars are so expensive, I would probably sell this 4-ounce for $12. And I promise you, it works better than Bengay, and it smells better than Bengay or Icy Hot or any of the others. So that's normally, if I were to sell this right now, I would sell it for $12. And you can ask Amy if she's still on. She will tell you it's worth every penny. Ask Debbie Robertson. She'll tell you it's worth every penny. I have a lot of people who will tell you it's worth every penny. Yeah, shea and cocoa together work great. And that's what I do when I make a body butter. Like, I would use this. I'd use the coconut oil and the shea butter, and I would just add the cocoa butter in as a third oil. So, yeah, they work really good together. Anybody else have any questions? While y'all look and think if y'all have any questions, I am going to see. I don't have my notebook with me. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my drawing live. I hope everybody shared. I don't know where my notebook is. Huh. Sorry, plumbers really distracted me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look a couple more times, see if I have any questions. Once we get off, you can always feel free to throw comments in there as well. I can answer questions. Yeah, Amy, I know you've been dying for this recipe, and I hope you see how easy it is. It is so easy. If it's for those, if you don't want it to be an extra strength, just cut back on the trauma relief. The trauma relief is great on its own for pain. Throwing the peppermint oil in there is what I do to make it kind of extra strength. Pam, you should learn to make it. I just taught you how to make it. You don't have to learn. You just have to do what I did. So I'm not going to do the drawing live. I'm going to do that right after I'm done with this so that I can get that done. No more questions. Thank you guys for hanging in with me when I wasn't sure whether I was going to do it now or later, and dealing with me talking to my plumber. And I'm just so relieved that, you know, my husband told the boys once it got dark they could go outside and use the bathroom. And I'm kind of like, where does that leave me? I'm not going outside to pee. We live in town. So, yeah, that might work for some people. But I might have been headed over to Natasha's house to use the bathroom. I was just really glad that I was in the shower when it happened. So I know I got a shower. So you are so welcome. Is trauma relief part? Yes, trauma relief. Let me pull this up. I'm going to go in on that. This is one of Go to Sauna's oils. It is absolutely wonderful. I can't say other companies. But I will say that there's one particular company that I used to use their product to make this. And don't say it. I see you over there mouthing. And I actually prefer the Trauma Relief over the other one. That's my personal opinion. Yay for plumbers. Yeah, especially ones that come really quick at night. Let's see. I ended up using a 1/4 cup of the olive oil, Megan. If I would have made a bigger batch, I would have needed the rest of it. But I wanted to have it poured and ready to go just in case. Oh, I'm trying to delete somebody's comment. I don't want to do that. For this batch, Missy, I used a cup of coconut oil. Normally, I use more, but I was just making a small batch for the video. So for this one, I just used 1 cup. Kira, I was trying to avoid that, and you know it. You are a troublemaker. It's totally different. If you compare the oils that are in it, it's totally different. These oils, I think, are better suited for pain. If you look up what the oils do, the other one that you mentioned is good. Don't get me wrong. I've used it. I love it. This one, I like better. It actually makes for better pain. Yes, Stephanie, look, I'm reading. Missy, you need to order some trauma oil. How does it compare in price? Let me look, because I don't have prices in front of me. So if you say something, I'm not going to see it. You like watching me? You can look, I don't care. I'm not going to log into my account. I am going to bethearoma.com. That's my website. Oh, are you over my shoulder or in my ear? My gracious. All right, so come over here. This is bethearoma.com. It takes you to the GoToSana website. Join as a wholesale customer. The only difference is that it's free to be a wholesale customer. You still get free shipping. You just pay less. So you're going to join as a wholesale customer. And I'm not actually joining. I'm just checking the prices. Yeah, I'm looking for the price difference, Kira. You're not going to have to worry about adding other oils to it. I added peppermint to it to make it extra strength, but that's it. Okay, see it says essential oil blends. I'm going to click on that. If the screen is just showing white, that might be because of like a glare. I don't know. I'm working. Well, just follow along with me. You'll see under essential oil blends, there are all kinds. Of blends here, but I'm going to go into, see that we've got the children's blends too. I'm going to go into the health blends. And as soon as it comes up, yeah, this is just a loading issue right here, right now. That is a white screen in case you're wondering. I'm just waiting for my iPad to load. I have not used that product, Kira, so I cannot compare. I'm sorry. I can only compare it to Block. All right, so I'm going through all the different blends. You'll notice our blends, we have like 10 milliliter bottles. We also have the aroma sticks. They're really cool. They're pre-diluted roller bottles. What am I looking for? Trauma Relief. Now remember, this is going to be the wholesale price, which it's free to buy wholesale, to be a wholesale customer. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to order a certain amount or anything like that. It's just I like you, so I'm giving you. All right, there you go. I want y'all to see this. Zoom in there. That says $34 for the 10 milliliter bottle. How does that price compare? I know it price compares. If you want a pain stick on the go for the same amount of money, you can get the aroma stick. It's a roller bottle that's already pre-mixed, pre-diluted, ready to go for you. I'm going to show you real quick while we're here what I was talking about earlier. If you can come back. As you'll see, you can see the product. You can add to the cart right from here. Ooh, I hope I didn't do that. Oh man, hold on. There we go. But what I want you to look is right below it says view page detail. If you click on view page detail, not more info, but view page detail, you're going to get information on the oil again. But down here at the bottom, it says product info. You can click on the ingredients, see the ingredients, click on downloads, and that says product data sheet. When you click on the product data sheet, that's white right now, it's coming. It'll pull up a PDF that you can look at, you can print, whatever. See, and that's a lot prettier than mine because I printed in black and white. It's going to tell you what it's for. It's going to tell you how you can use it. This is what I love about our data sheets. It'll tell you mix 6 to 8 drops with a half a cup of Dead Sea salt for a muscle relaxing bath. Topical, it tells you how to use it. Some of our other oils, other way. Oh, going low on battery. Check it out. Some of our other oils even will tell you, you know, to add a couple drops. It'll say how many drops to how much carrier oil, and it'll specifically tell you where to place it. Rub it on your chest. Rub it on your pulse points. You don't have to zoom in. I'm just getting back to see comments. It'll tell you exactly where to use it, and I really like that because sometimes I would get an oil and I don't necessarily know where the most effective place to put it is, and I like the fact that their sheets will tell you if you're using something specific, let's say for asthma or something, it'll tell you the best place to use it. And the other thing is, I would always, if you're going to use kids, try to stick to those kids blends. They're made for those kids. So, all right, well, I guess we don't have any other questions that I can see. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. I'm going to do the drawing, and I will post in there. Or maybe I'll wait till Randy gets done. Who wants Randy to do the drawing? He loves doing the drawings. If you want Randy to do the drawing, show me some love, and I'll get him to do it. If not, I'll do it on my own. I just need to know whether to wait for him or not.
If you want Selden to do it, just be quiet.
Selden wants to help. He loves to help. So, all right. So, I guess we're done. You are so welcome. I'm glad y'all joined. I appreciate it. Share my page. Let's get this group big. We can do some really awesome things. Looking for the pot. I see you, Pam. You know you love when Randy does it. Oh, I'm looking for the right pot, a glass pot, to be able to make the elderberry syrup. I only have hard anodized metal pots, so I don't want to mess it up. So anyway, I'm looking forward to doing that elderberry syrup because I'm ready to use it. Kids on my bus are sick everywhere. So anyway, oh, I promised Selden. Hold on, flip the camera. Is it flipping? All right, I promised Selden he could have a moment. And now he's just going to giggle. Is that all you're going to do?
Yeah, I make some smart remark.
So you spend all this time with your kid wanting to be on the camera, and then he doesn't do anything. You know I'm going for our signature No, you can't do it. I didn't say it and you can't do it. Anybody who saw our last videos knows what our signature closing is. So I'm going to go with our signature closing. He's so cute, isn't he? I love him. So, all right, signature closing.